Well, good morning, one and all, to all of you guys and girls tuning in to us this morning from Lago Los Moros in Santiago de Chile. Thank you very much for tuning in. Our projected start time was supposed to be at 8 a.m., as you can see on the scroll on the bottom there. But right now we've got one or two technical issues to take care of, namely getting a swimmer with a life jacket on ready standby. You see the view from the shoreline, and you also see the view directly from the webcast cabana, which is where I'm based and where I'll be announcing from for the duration of this competition. So the women's Series 3 jump competition will start in a few minutes once we get those technical difficulties resolved. Shouldn't take too long. Nothing to do with cameras or boats or anything like that. It's just getting the right personnel along the shoreline at about a little after 8 o'clock in the morning Chilean time, as you can see there on the top left-hand corner of the screen. And indeed, buenos dias. Welcome from Chile. The continuation of the 2013 World Water Ski Championships starts with day 2 of competition, Women's Series 3 jump, and then we've got a whole bunch of other events to come, mainly slalom. Indeed, Slalom Series 2, ladies, and then followed by Series 1, and then we've got Series 3, 2, and 1 men's slalom elimination round. Should be an absolutely cracking competition with the likes of Thomas de Gasperi, Will Asher, Nate Smith, and the like competing towards the end of that list. And we've got the top female slalom skiers to come preceding that, along with Brianne Dodd, Regina Jaquist, and et al. So we've got plenty of top world-class water skiing action to come, but that will start in a few minutes. We're delayed for the time being, but once we get on board, we will we'll take you through from start to finish with the Women's Series 3 jumping competition. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to bring the boat out onto the water to do the Phantom Pass. One pass up and down just to make sure that all the technical elements within that towboat are functioning correctly as they should. Try and get everything squared away, including our webcaster views right now. We've got one camera beside the jump. We've also got another camera right beside me here in the webcast cabana. And we will go on with the Women's Series 3 jumping event. And the list goes like this. Paula Jaramillo will take to the water first, followed by Lucia Pacho of Colombia as well. And our third skier from Colombia, Silvia Zarate. Trio of Colombian jumpers right from the get-go. Then we have Evelyn Gillis of Belgium. Then 2 Chilean skiers, Valentina Gonzalez and Fernanda Nassa. Then Erica Lang from the United States, Stacy Gilbert of New Zealand, and Gina Kruger of Germany. Those are jumpers will be jumping at the 1.5 meter ramp height. We'll jack the ramp up to 1.65 meters for the remaining 3 jumpers. Haru Kamaya from Japan will start off in 1.65 meter high. Amelia Heikkinen will not ski. She currently has a leg injury, and we do wish her the best of luck in regards to her recovery there, which means that we only have 2 jumpers at 1.65 meter ramp height, and the second and last one is going to be Petra Pavlova, and then we'll call it a wrap so far as the jump event is concerned today. Then everything else is going to be top-level slalom skiing in both the women's and men's competition. And but first we will go on to the jump event. So Paula Jaramillo will be our first competitor out. And we'll see how she gets along. Plenty of activity along the shoreline. One or two people there standing in for the rescue crew that was supposed to be in place, but we'll try and best with what we have. Looks like we have a jumper on tap right now. We've got Paula Jaramillo. All right, a first skier out.
Paula Jaramillo, 48 RTB, thank you.
All right, let's see how she gets on with jump number one. And passing up on jump number one. That was Paula.
Pass with a 9.6, 1.6, 9.6, 1.6, pass, jump one.
So jump number one there for Paula. A pass there for her.
Copy, pass, jump number one.
So we're continuing on with jump number two for Paula Jaramillo. And for those of you that are watching online right now, you're most certainly welcome. And live results are being outputted via that website that you see at the in the lower third on the webcast. iwwf-ed.org/classic/13IWWF03. So that is the URL, a little bit long and convoluted, I do have to admit, but you should be able to find it via most of the social media outlets that are connected with this tournament in some way or fashion.
Tony from Chief Judge.
All right then, here we go.
Jump number 2 for Paula.
Jump number 2.
Jump number 2 coming right up. Decent effort on jump number 2, lands and rides it out.
Have a jump with a 951797. 951797, jump 2.
Okay, so the second jump distance coming through right about now.
Distance 25.9 to 5.9.
So 25.9 meters up there, 25.9. Decent enough jump, but really needs to really pile on the pressure here if she's to make any impact upon this event and maybe advance out of this round. I know it's a little bit of a long shot, but as far as this event isn't, anything can happen. More often than not, it does. So.
Do you have distance yet? They already gave it out right as you came around the corner, but it's like 25.9 or something. Scoring, do we have a distance, please?
0.9. 25.9.
Copy that, 259, thanks.
And today we have the swimmers here now.
Mike, it's not necessary for you to give them the distance except for the people in feet. Didn't show up on the board that I can see.
Oh, the board is working.
Okay, there is Paula Jaramillo. Oh, decent effort there on jump number 3.
Football, 961796. 961796. Ball, jump 3.
But she falls on that particular jump, unfortunately there, so won't receive a score on that.
Number 4, 51 baseline. 51 baseline.
Copy, Lucia, 51 RTB.
So our only jump distance, Paula Jaramillo with 25.9 meters, 25.9 meters, representing her one and only scoring jump. So our next competitor to go, according to this list, should be Lucia Pacho of Colombia. Okay, for those of you tuning into the webcast, I sincerely apologize right off the bat. because of the camera view from the jump. It's going to be a pretty basic setup for this section of the jump event. Rest assured that we will have more cameras and more views in place when we get towards the latter stages of the jump event. But we're working with what we've got right now, and looks like we've got a pretty static view of the jump event along the shoreline. So we'll just have to be content with that for now, as we have Lucia Pacho take to the water. All right, there. Here comes Lucia Pacho of Colombia. And it'll be jump number one for her coming up right now. Looks like she's going to do just a straight up single cut. Up, over, we'll land, and we'll ride that attempt out.
697981. 697981 is jump 1.
Distance 20.4 meters, 20.4.
So the distance on jump number one is going to be 20.4 meters, 20.4. Jump number one, 20.4 meters.
Jump number 2.
Jump 2.
So jump number two it is for Lucia. And a pretty respectable effort there once again.
Distance 19.6 meters, 19.6.
19.6 meters, 19.6. So with a 20.4, 19.6, let's see what she's got on jump number 3. Obviously, when we get to the big hitters on the jump event, we're going to see the distances rise significantly, especially with the jumpers that we have at 1.65 meters high. We have two such competitors on tap. We'll see how they get along. Okay, jump number 3.
Jump number 3.
Looks like it's going to be a straight up single cut again. And I feel that jump may actually be a little bit longer there for her. We'll get the distance any moment.
21.0 meters. 21.0.
Copy, 210, thank you.
Okay, so 21 meters it is.
Next skier, Silvia Zarate.
So those are the free jumps. Her best jump is 21 meters exactly. 21 meters for Lucia Pacho. But she's in second place right now. Our first jump jumped in excess of 25 meters, if my memory serves correct. But a decent effort there from Lucia, our second skier out. Now our next competitor, completing the trio of Colombian competitors, Silvia Zarate. All right then, so we have got Silvia Zarate. Of Colombia on deck right now, getting ready to hit this jump. Looks like she's going to go with the 3/4 cut. Up over a fairly early setup there for her. So Silvia Zarate's opening jump will yield something in terms of distance. We'll find out what in just a moment or so. 18.6 meters. 18.6 meters there. On jump number 1, 18.6. Was expecting a little bit further off a 3/4 cut, but maybe our timing was a little bit off on that one. So we'll expect something a little bit more from her with the remaining jump to come. So that is remaining jumps to come. She has 2 more. That was her first. And Silvia Zarate, let's see what she is capable of with the remaining 2 jumps. 18.4 meters opening jump for Silvia Zarate. Or actually 18.6, I do beg your pardon. Jump number 2 coming right up. Coming in, a 3/4 cut. And a decent effort once again. Lands and rides that effort out. It should be a little bit further, from my reckoning at least. Should have been further, but unfortunately it won't be because she fell on the ride out on that particular jump. So that is Silvia Zarate on jump number 2, and the distance that she has thus far is 18.6 meters. So 2 jumps so far, 18.6 on jump number 1, and the other one a fall. And she's got one more attempt to come. Apologies once again to you good folks out there. Still trying to get someone who is halfway decent to run the camera so far as the jump is concerned. But you're seeing a static view and pretty perfect picture. But we just need to get someone over there that can point that camera around and follow the footage. My apologies once again for that. This is the view that we get from the ramp, but we'll see if we can get that improved between now and the end. We're on skier number 3, Silvia Zarate, with 18.6 meters under her belt thus far. And we rejoin Silvia Zarate on the water. 18.6 on jump number 1, a fall on the second. Let's see if she has anything a little bit more substantial on jump number 3. She goes into the jump course right now, Silvia Zarate. Up, over, should land, and a fall on that one as well, unfortunately, there for Silvia Zarate. Certainly a decent edge into the jump, and she certainly had some control off the second wake in, but the landing kind of failed her on that.
Next skier, Evelyn Gillis, skier number 10. Evelyn Gillis, skier number 10, 54.
So those are the scores for Silvia Zarate. 18.6 meters. Only jump, best and only jump at this point. And falls on the remaining 2 jumps. All right, Evelyn Gillis is going to be our next competitor. So Evelyn Gillis on jump number 1. Looks like it's going to be a 3/4 cut there for her. Oh, decent looking jump there on jump number 1. I think safe to say that she's probably taken the lead in this event. Yep, 34.6 meters on jump number 1. 34.6 meters. Jump number 1 there for Evelyn Gillis. Okay, so Evelyn Gillis coming in on jump number 2. And a decent effort there, and looks like we've got someone operating the camera for the jumps from here on out. Thank you very much to that person. .36 meters on jump number 1.
Distance 35.2 meters. Treat 5.2.
35.2 meters. So an upgrade upon 34.6, that's for sure. All right, jump number 3 already in the lead with 35.2 meters. We'll see what she can do to upgrade upon that. Certainly going in the right direction with an increase upon jump number 1. Let's see what she's got for a third and last attempt. Oh, nicely done there from Evelyn. Not too sure whether that's going to be anything significantly longer. But certainly the best jumper of the competition thus far. And we'll get the distance, that last jump distance any moment now.
Distance 35.2 meters. Treat 5.2.
35.2 meters, 35.2 on jump number 3. As she makes her way back towards the shore, that is Evelyn Gillis.
Next skier, Valentina Gonzalez, skier number 8. Valentina Gonzalez, skier 851.
All right then, next skier to take to the water from Chile is going to be Valentina Gonzalez. So Valentina will be the first of our Chilean duo to hit the water. Perfect conditions for the jump event. Maybe missing just a little bit of a headwind that could really boost some jump distances for some of our ladder competitors. But aside from that, beautiful sunshine, not a cloud in the sky, and everything is working out well here at Lago Los Moros. As we now get ready for Valentina Gonzalez with the 3 jumps that she has at her disposal. Looks like she's going to go for the full double cut. Oh, decent effort, jump number 1. Does she land and ride it out? Not quite, I'm afraid. So Valentina Gonzalez is going to have to be content with a fall on jump number 1, but she has 2 jumps remaining. No doubt there'll be people along the shoreline supporting Valentina Gonzalez and trying to get her on track. Fall on jump number 1 there for her. So Valentina Gonzalez on the back of that Mastercraft Pro Star 197. The very last time that we will see that boat in World Championship level competition. That model will be retired and will be replaced by the new Mastercraft Pro Star, which was launched in October of this year. And because it was launched, or at least went into production in October, it falls outside the IWWF rule that stipulates that that a boat must be in production and available for all skiers competing in these championships to have an equal opportunity to train behind. Thus answering the question why we're not running the 2014 model of the Mastercraft Pro Star. Well, that is your reason. But we are running with the Pro Star 197. And it's been a very, very capable towboat over the years, and it's been a very, very valuable workhorse for us here at the World Championships, also the World Cup stops and numerous tournaments across the world. But when it pulls the final jumper on Sunday, it will be retired, confined to the annals of history. So we've got Valentina Gonzalez. So jump number 2 for Valentina Gonzalez. Decent effort. Does she get the tight line? Does she land and ride it out? Oh, yes, she does. Valentina Gonzalez, great effort there for her on jump number 2. So she will receive a score. Now, whether it's going to be anywhere close to Evelyn Gillis, who jumped over 35 meters to take the lead. .8 meters, 34.8 meters there for Valentina Gonzalez. So, salto tres. Jump number 3 for Valentina Gonzalez. Good bit of speed, good bit of height, losing a little bit of control with that left ski coming off the top. But she does land and ride that jump out. So that was the third and last jump from Valentina Gonzalez. However, it's 36.8 meters. I believe that's enough to take the lead in this competition. 36.8 meters for Valentina Gonzalez.
Fernanda Nassa.
So Valentina Gonzalez with a jump in excess of 36 meters, taking the lead away from Evelyn Gillis. I'm sure some of you who are watching online are also checking in with the live scoring. So Evelyn Gillis has been relegated down to second place because Valentina Gonzalez has jumped to 36.8 meters. Evelyn Gillis in second place with 35.2. And then we have Paula Jaramillo, Lucia Pacho, and Silvia Zarate with jumps of 25.9, 21, and 18.6 meters respectively. So those are your competitors thus far. Our next competitor out, also from Chile, Fernanda Nassa.
Tony.
Okay, so Fernanda Nassa.
Fernanda, jump number 1.
Here she comes on jump number 1. Oh, decent. Up, over. Very, very much in control with that first jump. 34.9 meters on the opening jump. 34.9 meters.
I'm sorry, 7.3 is what I thought I said. 7.38174.
So a good opening strike there from Fernanda Nassa. 34.9 meters there for her. Look forward to seeing what she has for a second attempt. Recall that with our previous competitor, Valentina Gonzalez, she opened up with a jump of a similar distance and worked her way up to 36 meters by the time the third and last jump came around.
Fernanda, jump number 2.
Here comes Fernanda on jump number 2. So kind of losing the pictures a little bit there with the action replay on jump number 2, but I'll give you the distance anyway.
Distance 32.6 meters. 32.6.
32.6 meters. 32.6 losing out on that jump. 32.6 meters. So apologies to you folks out there for the poor picture quality on that jump, and but we at least have a camera person now tracking the jumps, and we'll try and get it better, and we'll certainly have more cameras on deck when we have latter rounds of the jump event. But we've got Fernanda Nassa coming in for a third and last. Here we go, third and last attempt for Fernanda Nassa. We're still waiting on some competitors to make their way to the dock. I'm sure they're around somewhere, but we'll check it out in a moment. So here we go, Fernanda Nassa, third and last attempt. Oh, nicely done. Good bit of speed. Not too sure whether that distance is going to be anywhere over 36 meters, but it'll be intriguing to find out, I'm sure. So we've got Fernanda Nassa. So 34.1 meters, 34.1 meters. On jump number 3. 34.1 meters. So her best jump actually was a 34.9 meter jump, and that was off her very first attempt. So she's back to the jump, back to the dock, so to speak. And our next competitor out, representing the United States of America, it'll be Erica Lang.
distance. Yes, we know, thank you.
So here we go, Erica Lang. She's got 3 jumps at her disposal. And for the benefit of you guys in the United States of America, we'll actually get the distances to you in feet in addition to meters. Although the display on the top of the webcast will be exclusively in meters, I'll at least give the distance out in feet for your viewing and knowledge pleasure. So here we go. Erica Lang coming in with jump number 1. Let's see what she has. Decent edge up over, will land and will ride it out.
We have a jump, 748173, 748173, jump 1.
Jump number 1 for Erica Lang.
Distance 34.2. 34.2. It's 112 in feet.
112 feet. 112 feet on jump number 1 for Erica Lang. So 112 feet, or 34.2 meters on jump number 1. So looking for a little bit more out of that ramp with the remaining 2 jumps that she has at her disposal. Erica, jump number 2, the full double cut again. Looks like going for the gusto on this one. 34.2 meters, her last recorded jump on jump number 1. Turns in, drives in hard. This is going to be a later cut. And definitely more distance in that regard there for Erica Lang. Jump number 2 for Erica Lang. It's got to be a lot further based upon the speed and the amount of height that she got. Distance coming through in metric first of all.
Distance 37.8. 37.8. 124.
124 feet or 37.8 meters. 37.8 or 124 feet. So great effort there from Erica Lang on that jump. 124. 37.8. She moves into an immediate lead at this time. So you guys watching around the world, especially you guys in South Africa who have commented thus far. Thank you very much indeed for those generous comments. We'll try and improve the coverage of the jump within the next few minutes, and certainly we'll have a better camera coverage for the remaining jump events that I believe will start tomorrow. But for right now, we've got a basic coverage package here for the jump in Series 3 Women's. This is Erica Lang. Out nice and wide for jump number 3. Let's see what she does. Oh, and didn't get much height there. Drove in with a lot of speed and missed a kick on that one. So I very much doubt whether that jump will be anything close to the distance that she posted earlier, but from this perspective, one could be wrong.
38.2 mirror. 38.2. 125 feet.
125 feet or 38.2 meters. 38.2 meters. or 125 feet on that particular jump. So a little bit further, but not by much. 38.2 for the remaining jump of Erica Lang, which is equivalent to 125 feet. And Erica coming into this event primarily as a tricker, but contributing a score at least for the United States team in the jump event, and she also slalomed a little bit earlier on in this competition, I believe. So she's already got 2 out of the 3 events that out of her way. And now our next jumper, courtesy of New Zealand, is going to be Stacy Gilbert. So Stacy Gilbert, who is our penultimate competitor in the jump event so far as the 1.5 meter ramp height is concerned. We have one more competitor on that ramp height, and that will be Gina Kruger on deck next. Then we're going to bump the ramp up for 2 more competitors. But that is what's going on right now. Stacy Gilbert from New Zealand on the water right now with 3 jumps at her disposal. Good turn, good edge. Very, very steady across the second wake in towards the jump. Not being overly aggressive on jump number 1, but we'll see what that distance yields for her.
Distance 31.9 meter.
31.9 meters. 31.9 meters there for Stacy Gilbert on the opening jump. Okay, so getting word from the radio that our next competitor, Gina Kruger of Germany, will be a scratch from the jump event. So we will proceed on to the 1.65 meter ramp height jumpers, where we have 2 competitors remaining after Stacy Gilbert. Then Haru Kamaya of Japan, otherwise known as Hutch, and then Petra Pavlova. Those are the 2 competitors that we have left after Stacy Gilbert, assuming that Gina Kruger is not on the dock within the next few minutes. So, here we go. This is Stacy Gilbert.
Yes. Tell him, please. Thank you.
Jump number 2. Yes, managing to square off her shoulders just in time before she hit the jump and to maximize the height.
4757, jump 2.
Jump number 2. I'd suspect it's going to be a little bit further than 31.9. Certainly had more drive on that one. Just waiting on the distance there for Stacy.
Meters, 36.7.
Copy, 367, thank you.
36.7 meters on jump number 2. That distance took a while in coming, but it yielded 36.7 meters. I believe that could well be enough to put her at least in the top 4 of our jumpers that have competed thus far. 36.7 meters on jump number 2. So, jump number 3 for Stacy Gilbert. Let's see how this pans out. Yeah, around about the same kind of distance. I don't think it's going to be much further. In fact, she probably hit the ramp just a little bit earlier than the previous jump. Stacy Gilbert of New Zealand, third and last attempt.
37.9 meters.
37.9 meters. I'm all over the show this morning. 37.9 meters on that particular jump for Stacy Gilbert. 37.9 meters, her third and last jump. So, we've had an impressive array of jumpers at the 1.5 meter ramp height. Not too sure if Gina Kruger is going to be on the dock ready to jump. She's scheduled to be last out for that particular ramp height, and it seems from the communication on the radio that Gina Kruger is not on the docks, and indications suggest that they are going to go to the ramp to check on the height, and that can only mean that we're going to be bumping up the ramp within the next few moments. That being the case, we will be back with some more jumping, courtesy of our final 2 competitors, Haru Kamaya of Japan and Petra Pavlova of the Czech Republic. And then that will bring to a conclusion the jump event for today. Then everything else is going to be slalom, top-level slalom skiing from the women's and the men's competition. And that will take up the bulk of our day. And we'll look forward to some great skiing from the latter series of women's slalom and also from men. So plenty of action on tap. And for those of you watching a live webcast, you are most certainly welcome indeed. When this webcast stops, it will take a few minutes, and then there'll be a new webcast player that will detail the women's slalom events, and then also the men's slalom events to come afterwards. So keep your eye on youtube.com/waterski broadcasting for all the latest live webcast action.
They just told me that they think we have to do it out at the ramp now, that the automatic is not working. So we're going out there right now to take care of it. Perfect, thank you.
So our officials going out towards the ramp, and they'll make the customary check of the ramp height and check on where the water line is at the bottom of the ramp to ensure that ramp is absolutely as it's supposed to be in terms of length and of height. Normally for practice here, they actually have an automatic ramp height adjusting system that was installed here by Zdenek Coleman. And Zdenek Coleman is doing a fantastic job here officiating, so far as being one of our technical crews alongside Olaf Botcher, and between them both they've done some absolutely sterling work. And one of the neat little systems that as Dennis Coleman has installed, is that automatic ramp height system. Just a push of one button and it goes to one of three predetermined ramp heights, and you can even control the water going on and off from a remote location, that location being all the way at the starting dock. And there's also a disabling switch within the jury tower as well, so that if they do decide to go with the automatic ramp height raising system, then they can disable the control from the dock, because you don't want people fiddling with it on the dock. So we have got the two remaining competitors at 1.65 meter ramp height, Haru Kamaya and Petra Pavlova. Two jumpers, 1.65 meter ramp height, and they'll be coming up in just a moment. Okay, Haru Kamaya of Japan, getting ready to hit the ramp full force with the free jumps that she has at her disposal in Women's Series 3. Now, for those of you that are watching via the webcast or along the shoreline, how the series, each series in the elimination rounds are stacked out. We have 10 skiers in each of the series, and they're basically paired off in terms of their best performances prior to this event. And at least the top two series in this event, for example, the jump event has 10 skiers each. So, given that we take 12 skiers through to the final, one can mathematically assume that anyone that has a jump distance or a placement in the top two prior to the final series taking place would have an immediate spot through to the next round of the competition. It's only the very, very last series, or the first series, however you want to express that, has a number of competitors that would be less than 10, just to basically make up the remaining numbers beyond the top series that we have at any given time at World Championships at this level. So, Haru Kamaya hoping to put a some jumps out there that that could contend for one of those 12 spots through to the next round of the competition. She is jumping the 1.65 meter ramp height, so she definitely means business here. As we take a look along the shoreline via our webcast camera, as we get ready for Haru Kamaya of Japan. So coming in on a jump number 1. Let's see what she's got in store for us. Up, over, we'll land, and we'll ride that jump out. Certainly not the tidiest of efforts that I've seen from Haru. 34.8 meters, 34.8 meters, so there's still a little bit behind the 8 ball here. 34.8 meters, 34.8, still got a lot of catching up to do with the remaining jumps that she has at her disposal. So, Haru Kamaya of Japan. Let's see what she has for an encore. Oh, now she's going for the gusto, the full double cut. Let's see what she has with the second jump. Turns in, drives in. Leski getting out from underneath for a little bit with that jump. Jump number 2. That should be a little bit further, or maybe around about the same distance. Not too sure quite yet. 36.9 meters. Oh, 36.9, an improvement there. 36.9 meters for Haru. 36.9, a definite improvement there for her. As she gets ready for the remaining jumps that she has at her disposal. 36.9 meters. So, Haru coming in, jump number 3. Out nice and wide on the right-hand side, that Mastercraft Pro Star 197. Still a little bit on the back of her skis as she tries to push off from the ramp to get more height. So a third and last jump there, yielding a pretty respectable distance. 36.2. 36.2 meters on that very last jump. But best jump is 36.9. So 36.2 on the last jump. And now we come down to our final jumper. In today's competition, at least, we've got the remaining two series of jumps taking place, I believe, tomorrow or Friday. Not too sure on the schedule of that, but we're certainly ending off the women's jump competition in Series 3 right here and now, because we have Petra Pavlova of the Czech Republic on deck right now.
Petra Pavlova, skier 21, 54 split, 54 split.
Thank you. Copy. Petra 54.
So Petra Pavlova with 3 jumps at her disposal. Let's keep tabs on who's in the lead right now. So, no change in the live results if you're looking online via the live results page from the IWWF. But we've got Petra Pavlova coming in on jump number 1, going for the full double cut. Jump number 1, let's see what she's got. Turning in a little bit earlier than at least one or two of our other competitors. Oh, decent effort there on jump number 1. We'll have a look at this again via the benefit of our slow motion replay. 31.4 meters there, 31.4. So having a lot of catching up to do, 31.4 meters on that particular effort. We'll see what she can do with the remaining jumps that she has at her disposal. So jump number 2, Petra Pavlova looking to really boost out a distance that will put her up towards the top echelons of our women's 3 jumpers. At least give herself a fighting chance of possibly making it through to the next round of the competition. Although at this stage it may well be a long shot. Here comes Petra Pavlova. Good hard dig off that turn, a little bit flat, and that might suggest she's a little early on that particular attempt. Jump number 2. Distance should be a little bit further, but not by much, I would fancy.
Meters. 3.4.
33.4 meters. 33.4 meters on that jump for Petra Pavlova. 33.4 meters. That's the distance that she's got on jump number 2, and has got one more attempt to go, and then we'll shut it down for the women's jump event, and then we'll go on to the next event on our schedule, which, for those of you that are wondering, is going to be ladies Series 2 slalom elimination round, followed by the Series 1. And then we've got a Series 3, 2, and 1 in men's slalom. So jump number 3. And just to tell you that 10:30 is going to be the start time of Series 2 women's slalom. So we've got about an hour before we change over events. Getting nice and wide on that towboat. Oh, decent effort there. I believe that's going to be around about the same range, I would fancy, for Petra Pavlova. So, got one last distance to come through, and then 34.9 meters. 34.9 meters on that particular jump. And that will bring to a conclusion the jump event for today. So Petra Pavlova with 34.9. So she's coming into shore, and that will conclude our jump event. And now our next event is going to be in an hour from now. Time right now in Chile is 26 minutes past 9 in the morning. We have our next event scheduled for 10:30. So you have a good hour to get prepared and get rested. And then we'll go into Women's Series 2 slalom, followed by Series 1. And then it's men's slalom elimination round with 3, 2, and 1 in that order. Thank you very much for checking in with us. Especially you folks on looking in on the webcast. Apologies for some of the picture views a little bit earlier on this morning. Rest assured they will improve between now and the end with the remaining rounds of the jump competition. But this has been your announcer Tony Lightfoot thus far with the webcast, the official webcast of the World Water Ski Championships, being provided to you by the Water Ski Broadcasting Company. Next event, 10:30, is going to be the Women's Slalom Series 2, then Series 1. Be sure to catch that and stay tuned to youtube.com/Water Ski Broadcasting. Check back with you then.